Mallory's a lot. So I was like, I'm not even gonna bug her. But after that, I was like, I gotta hit my breakfast burritos. I'm not leaving this place. Like, I even found Hot Pockets, and they were like, it's kind of like a breakfast burrito. I almost got Hot Pockets. It's kind of the same thing, but I was like, no, I like those burritos. I'm like,
dang, my internet is weird, so I'm probably gonna freeze up a couple times, but I'll just keep talking. It's like seems like the audio always works. So
you haven't froze up at all this time.
Okay, well, that's good.
That's good. I can tell. Hey, what's up, Billy? Yeah, so, but she's not good with crutches. Like, that's the whole thing. I got to text her though. She's gonna text me. Oh, by the way, hang on. I gotta tell you something pretty cool. Hang on, let me text her real quick. Starting. It's getting ready to pour here too. And Mallory's doing outdoor pictures.
Dude, it just rained all day on the golf course. It just ate us up.
It hasn't rained here like in 2 weeks though, man. We need it. My allergies are killing me. Oh yeah, so I just started Mike in the Midwest this morning. Like, I'm like, hey, whatever. You know how I started? Like, I'm like 10 seconds into the show this morning, like 10:30. My phone rings. It's my dad. So I don't answer it because I started the show, right? I muted my phone. So as soon as I finish the show, I call him back because the
he's in Philadelphia.
They were. I'm like, dude, why is he calling? Like, the game's like starting soon, like in an hour and a half. He wasn't like, I'm like, he's on the East Coast today. And I call him back and he's like, dude, why didn't you answer your phone? I'm like, I was doing the Patreon show. And he's like, oh man, he's like, I had a listener of yours in the booth. I had a listener of the podcast. He works for the Eagles. I'm like,
get out.
Shut up. I'm like, what was his name? He's like, I didn't get it. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're kidding me.
Oh my gosh. That's cool though. That's super cool.
I'm like, you didn't get a name or a picture? He's like, I know. I'm like, you're kidding me. Yeah. So I was like, dang. But yeah, so we'll give a shout out to the unknown Eagles employee that came by there.
You
go. Man, that's funny. Those was crazy endings today.
Yeah, the endings were crazy. Like 2 blocked field goals, like almost happening at the same time. And
Luther Burden had his first touchdown today. LB3.
Raise your hand. I know I can't say raise your hand if you're
Porto, baby. Boom, take it, Gamecocks. Oh my god, that was a crazy game. Woo. And we had a freshman kicker though. I hate kickers. Kickers make me so nervous. They give me heart palpitations, especially a freshman that. Yeah.
Well, see your team's 3-1. Yeah, we're 3-1.
But you had to play like at 2 a.m. Like, come on now.
That was stupid. And we took a pretty bad injury like in that game. Yeah. Like, I didn't see it. Like, I was already dozed off. And I was waking up at 6 a.m.
I saw it on Instagram or on Twitter.
Yeah. I watched the first couple drives. It was
I wouldn't have seen that.
And it was a late start too. It didn't kick off till like 11-12 or something.
That's ridiculous. See, that should be illegal.
Because that Baylor Arizona State game was running late.
That should be illegal. That's wrong.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
I love our picture I posted today.
Had to drive like over an hour to play golf in the rain. It's just like my weekend's already gone. Like, I don't know how this happened.
It was raining when you like got there?
Yeah, it rained the whole time.
Oh my God. I'm like, wait a second. It didn't start raining like later? Like,
I mean, the drive, like I think I shared a photo. Like, it was weird. I was trying to share a photo and a different photo like appeared. I don't know if something was wrong with Discord, so I tried sending it a couple times. And finally it showed. And it was a pretty sunrise, like getting to the golf course. And then I think on the 3rd or 4th hole, it just started like it would let up for a little bit, but then boom, it would just like pour again. It was miserable.
Yeah.
It's all right. I took a bath when I got home.
You're killing me, dude. I haven't had a bath since I was like 8.
Like Emily's not here, so like because we don't have a bathtub in we have like just a nice walk-in shower. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use Emily's because she's not here. I'm gonna use her shower. We cleaned it, and I know it's like super clean because we've been cleaning like all her stuff since she's been gone.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna take a bath.
I don't even know. I guess maybe we have a bathtub.
I should put on some spa music or something, and made it a little more. I did use Epsom salt, so it felt good. It was nice.
I guess we do have a bathtub in the main bathroom. I haven't even thought about that because I know we don't have one down here next.
Yeah, isn't that funny to think?
We don't have one in the master bathroom, but I get.
Mm-hmm.
In Mallory's bathroom, I guess we do have a bathtub. I never thought about that.
Yeah, so I used Emily's.
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna go look after the show. I didn't even think about that.
There you go.
I think there is. Yeah, I think there, because I never go. That's Mallory's. I don't even want to go in that one.
I know, but we know it's all clean and everything. So I was like, all right, I'm using it.
It only gets clean like when we have company. Like she just put all of her stuff away because it's the one, in the living room.
Yeah.
A guest one, I guess. All right. Oh, I need to pull up the Candlelight. That's on Discord. Candlelight Processional people. We can talk about that. Where would that be? Theme parks?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Somebody probably posted it. Yeah, because I was talking about the Fonzie.
Oh, I should try to share my video from last year, even though Josh Gad's not there this year. But
I don't know who half these people are. I don't know who 90% of these people are. But it's okay. I'm out of it. Okay, let me mute my phone. All right. Here we go. I think I got that, and let's do this. Get rid of that. Are we on Instagram? We are on Instagram. Yeah, a lot of people on Instagram. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we could talk about that, Jason. All right, here we go. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP open line for Sunday night, September 21st, 2025. Do you remember? We could play that song. We get taken down on YouTube. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BRGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Hope you're having a great weekend. We are back. We're going to have a good time. Crossing our fingers that those phone lines work at 407-584-7173. That's 584-7173. Down in the area code of 407. My co-host is here, my buddy up in East Lansing, Michigan. He is the proprietor of Must See Adventures. Check it out on YouTube right now. Well, not right now. Give it about an hour. And then make sure you like and subscribe. Scotty G in the house. What's up, Scott?
Happy Sunday, Mike. Yes, I do remember the 21st night of September. Happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Did you know, I didn't know this until last Christmas season, but they have a version called December.
I think
it's like the 25th night of December.
Yes, I think social media has gotten me zonked with that.
So I was like, oh wow, this is cool. They must have just did this, but it was from 2013 or something. I was like, what? I was just 10 years old, or I could be wrong on those dates, but it was definitely not last year when it was released, and I was just so thrown off, wow. But every lyric was the same except for that. It just cracked me up. Couldn't they just change the lyrics, Santa was coming, or I don't know, throw some jolliness into it or something? But no, it was just basically the date changed and that was it. It cracked me up.
That song, I mean, since it is the 21st of September, as we are live here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and X.com, as we do on Sunday
everywhere
night,
we're everywhere
worldwide. That song, though, as we get going here, is being played all day on Cosmic Rewind down at Epcot today, which is a great move. I mean, it's a simple but awesome move by Disney. It has to be done, but just is a song to me. That is almost like the perfect song. I mean, it's got a groove. I mean, it's got the group has tons of members, big horns section. It's got the bass. I mean, you just cannot beat that. So if you don't like that song, I question a lot of things about you if you can't get down to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It's a great song. I'm
sorry, it grooves
it does groove, and they do a song called "Let's Groove" too. So I'm saying that band grooves. I'm just saying.
Pam told me her colleague next door. She's like, she always play Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm like,
it's uplifting. If you run Disney, I'm just saying, and you listen to music on your marathon Sunday or marathon half weekend Sunday, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't have a little Earth, Wind, and Fire in there. I'm just saying, it just gets you going, at mile 10, mile 11,
100% agree. I mean, that, the backside of a marathon, dude, 20, that song kicks in at you're over by Coronado Springs, that section of the marathon is just terrible.
Yes.
Give me a little Earth, Wind, and Fire, some of that horn section.
I don't want to get taken down because we sing it so well, you know, like they'll think it's like the original, but man, it's my jam. So it'd be
Exactly.
a fun day to be there. I saw on some social media. I think someone in Discord even might have been there. So that's really fun day to do that. It's just yeah, I'm sure the cast members have a lot of fun with it too. You know, they should like have like a button or something like celebration buttons. You know, that would be awesome. Like I'm celebrating Earth, Wind, and Fire Day or the 21st of September.
Exactly. I remember. Exactly. And speaking of, one of our great lizards, George, down in Texas, who mixes it up live on social media. I see him on Facebook a lot of times, so check him out when he goes live. Gives a lot of mixes. I think it's a lot of times I see him on Fridays. So if you ever get a chance to catch his mixes, they're awesome.
It's
And
like
then
Friday happy hour. George is like mixing it and
he's
grooving.
awesome.
I like it.
And Caleb, our friend, who is a perfect dopey, also was on Disney with the Ducks here recently. Love that. So Caleb, shout out to him. Glad he is in here as well. So let's see. So we got a lot to talk about. We'll open up the phone lines here in just a second. Paul had a question. So if you have questions, put them in the comments. We'll tackle those as we go along. You can also call in with them. He says we have a trip coming up on October 29th to November 4th, staying at the Riv. Our only park day is going to be Hoppers on November 3rd. Do I get to book 7 days from the first day at the Riv or 7 days before the park day? It's 7 days before you check in. So you are good.
Enjoy the Riviera, man. I love that resort. I was just watching some old video of a video I edited this weekend, and we were at the Riviera for dinner, and I'm just like, dang, I really do love that resort. It's so beautiful.
Oh, me too. I mean, I've only crashed there one night with you, but
you've hung out there, though, you've been to Topolino's too, and you run around Caribbean Beach, like you walked to that resort many times.
Yeah, I do. I love it. I mean, yeah,
so good.
It's awesome. I do like it a lot. All right, a couple things we're going to talk about tonight. We had the Candlelight Processional Narrators announced. I don't know if you saw those. We'll go through them real quick. Starting on November 28th is when the processional will start, the day after my birthday. So they're waiting until that happens. Constance Wu. I know some of these people I do not know. I'm just going to go through the names. Jordan Fisher, Jennifer Gardner, Ashley Eckstein. I do know her most famous for being a Cardinals shortstop's wife. As far as I know, Ralph Macchio.
No, it's her universe, not the nasty Cardinal stuff.
David Eckstein is one of my favorite Cardinals of all time. He won
I dislike him because of the 06 series.
Here's why I love him. He's a good ball player. Like, he's a very humble guy. Like, he's one of the most humble ball players, but he won the World Series MVP and got like a Camaro or like a Vet or something. He got like a really hot car, right? But it was a stick. And he didn't know how to drive a stick, so he gave it to his brother. He just told him flat out, he's like, I can't drive this car. It's a stick. And he just gave it away because he's like, I can't drive it. I'm like, dude, learn how to drive a stick. I mean, you're a ball player. It's not that hard. Anyway, Leslie, I don't know who this person is. Leslie Uggams, I'm guessing. Marley Matlin, I do know who that is. Henry Winkler. Now, see, that's
a big draw this year. Yeah. That's a popular name this year. Yeah.
But I did like over in the clubhouse, somebody mistook him for Fozzie Bear instead of the Fonz. There was a lot of confusion there. Was it Fozzie Bear or the Fonz? This would be the Fonz from Happy Days. He's the guy who jumped the shark originally. Lauren Diego. I don't know who that is. Gary Sinise, Brendan Fraser, Luis Fonzi. God, that's another.
That's confusing. That's why
I'm going up on the wrong day. But where's Fonzie? No, this is Luis Fonzi. Joey Smallbone, Brie Larson, and Cheryl Lee Ralph. So there you go. So you can talk about who you're excited for. Of course, Neil Patrick Harris not there this year. Josh Gad, a couple of folks that are missing. I think it's because of prior engagements of projects they are working on. I think like on the other side of the world, as far as what I saw. Right? Is that what you saw, Scott?
I think so. Yeah, I'm sure they would love to be there too, and that might be why they were struggling last minute to try to fill these spots, maybe, and get the announcement out. You know, because some of their regulars couldn't do it. So
it's good to switch it up. I mean,
I think variety is really good. It really is, especially those that like visit every year. You know, the locals. It's good to have some variety. No Cal Ripken this year too. I feel like he's done it like recently a lot too. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but either way, it's a good lineup. Happy for it.
He's breaking the streak. Come on, Cal. And we could also talk about
you know how they kind of like start with a joke when not to go down a rabbit. Yeah, they start with a joke sometimes. I've only been like to one in last year, but like Josh Gad is kind of funny guy, so he's telling a lot of jokes. But if I was Cal Ripken, I'd be like, "This is the 2,654th straight day that I've read through this," or something. Like I don't know. I would like throw so many things about like a streak into like my presentation. 100%. I feel like.
And yes, Paul, that was a joke about Ashley Eckstein. I do know that she does the Star Wars stuff. I was kidding because I'm from St. Louis, and David Eckstein, her husband, was the Cardinals shortstop when we won the World Series to beat Scott's Detroit Tigers. It was a little inside baseball there. Okay, so let's open up the phone. Oh, one other thing. Friday, we talked about snacks around Epcot. That show is blowing up. I don't know why it's getting downloaded so much over the weekend. Like weekends are, usually slow because people are doing stuff. I don't know why. Saturday, today, yesterday, even Friday, tons of downloads. I guess people were hungry, or people liked Epcot, or people had nothing. I mean,
it could because you got the wine and the food and wine festival happening and all that too. People are feeling snacky.
Not complaining. So yeah, we talk about your favorite snacks. What do we miss? Because it's for the common good. So let's do this and cross our finger. Every time I do this, I cross my fingers. This will work. So we'll see how this goes. It's like always 50-50 with this. 407-584-7173. 407-584-7173 is the phone number. So we could talk some Disney. We could whatever's on your mind and in the Disney universe. So Scott, you weren't on the show Friday. So what snack came to mind for you as we're waiting for the first call to come in?
Snacks at Epcot. Oof. That's
we
tough.
spent a lot of time at Caramel Couche. I talked about the Liege waffle, the Bomb Kuchen over at Connection, stuff like that.
My favorite one of all time is kind of gone, but that was the good old whoopie pie, the Sunshine Seasons. Dang, I love that thing. I must have like 24 photos of that thing. It was so good. I really do like the I think it's called like the rice pudding is what we call it or something. Like in Norway is really good. Like Norway's got a lot of great snacks. I mean, the school bread everyone loves, but there's like this rice pudding, I think I want to call it, is awesome too. So really like that one.
So the whoopie pie made it on Ricky's list. And I said the exact same thing. If I search that somehow, because I don't think that would come up on Google Photos, because it's like, I don't know how, like, I don't even think AI can find a whoopie pie. But if it could, there'd be like, because I always took a picture of it because it had that little Mickey, like white and kind of reddish, because like velvet, it was like red velvet or whatever.
So good.
Every time I had to take a picture of that sucker. And
I did too.
I always just eat them for breakfast.
I have a great growth chart of those photos with Emily eating them, from like when she was like 4 to 6 to 8. Like you can just see like her growing through whoopie pies.
Then they had them at the studios for a while. Like
but it wasn't the same thing though. That's the thing. They weren't. No, they were like a red velvet, kind of bigger, like more like a Christmas seasonal treat, and then they kind of kept them on the menu for like longer outside of that season, but it wasn't the same. It just didn't. I don't know. I think those were actually too big. Honestly, it was too rich. Like where the whoopie pie at Sunshine Seasons was like the perfect size. It was just it was a great snack. Missed that one.
And we also had a discussion about the rice pudding. I've never had rice pudding in my life. Like I'm a big Jello pudding guy, but then they explained to me because rice and
did someone bring up rice pudding then on the podcast?
Yeah. I think it might have been Pam, but I thought maybe they said it was in Italy. I can't remember.
I know there's like a rice pudding in Norway. Like Liz just loves that thing. And I've had it a few times. It's good.
Yeah, because I was talking about how like I'm not a big fan of the school bread, but I like the Kringle like thing. It's just more sweet. I'm not a coconut.
I'll tell you what though, like there's something I can't not get, especially if it's like a hot day in Epcot, and that's the shave ice in Japan. That is like my favorite snack. I just love that shave ice. It's just, especially on a hot day, it's so good. Then you take it like in the back, like where that like quiet area is in the Japan Pavilion. I hate talking about it because I don't want people to go there because it make it busy, but it's so peaceful and relaxing with their shave ice. Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, the kakigori is, I think.
Yes, that's what it's called. Yeah, I just call it the shave ice stand.
That would be in Hawaii.
I don't want to say something wrong.
But yeah, I've had that too, and you know what? I think that one, like in Japan, is like sweeter. It's more intense. It's so good.
It's good. I mean, but I'll tell you, I've been ruined for shave ice though. Like in my Hawaii trips, like authentic like Hawaiian shave ice just like ruins you basically. But it's still good. It's still good.
Okay, so real quick, what's the difference? Everybody does say that. Like,
so the shave ice is like
it's ice and sugar.
It's like shaved, like it's like thinner. Like the ice is just so smooth. Where like what's in Japan there is more like a snow cone almost, it's like crunchier ice, if that
Okay,
makes sense. But where like
ice.
you could just almost like put it in your mouth and it just like melts, like the shave ice. I can't explain it. Like so great, but it's just the way it's like they just cut it so thinly, into like this big bowl, and it's just unbelievable. It's so
Pam would
good.
appreciate that. Pam goes to certain gas stations by the ice machine. She's that
Mhm.
kind of person. So,
But
by the
here's the
way,
hot take though. I mean, it's not just a hot take, but it's a word of advice. Like, yes, if you go to Alani, they have shave ice, obviously. And it's cute, right? They put the Mickey ears on it and everything, but
yeah,
that
that's
is not
cool.
that is not shave ice. It is it's more for the looks of like the Mickey ears. Like go off property if you're in Hawaii to get a real authentic shave ice. But if you want like the cute like Mickey ear thing, like that's fun to do. But
Get both. That's why you're there. Get
just do
both.
both. Just do both. There you go.
And by the way, George says his favorite snack, maple popcorn, and they even had it at their wedding. I mean,
Look at
come on.
that. I love that.
Yeah. All
That is
right.
good.
Well,
When we were waiting for Le Cellier on 4th of July, trying to figure out why we couldn't get into the restaurant, they started handing out free samples of the maple popcorn to those guests waiting for their Le Cellier reservation. So that was nice.
trying to keep everybody in line and happy.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Let's see. We're waiting for calls 407-584-7173. Want to chime into the conversation? Paul's has a question for Scott here. Have you ever done DVC membership magic? They announced that Animal Kingdom won the first day of my trip. Curious how hard they are to nab.
I mean, it's just like anything else, Paul, with Disney. And I have done one. I've done the Moonlight Magic at Typhoon Lagoon, which was a blast. And it's funny, like in 2016, I did like the first ever one. It was really weird. It was like called the DVC 25 or something. They did like this special thing for Disney Vacation Club members that happened to be there. It almost felt like a trial run for the Moonlight Magic because it was like they closed Magic Kingdom Park down for DVC members for a few hours. That was super cool. I think I got our preview of Happily Ever After that night, basically without the song. Like I think the fireworks are basically the
Was
same
that
note.
the night you sent it? Like you videotape?
I was live, but remember when we used to go
Yeah,
live on Facebook like all the
yeah,
time, like back in
yeah,
that era a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said this is the Wishes replacement. I think you said that right then.
So
But that
that's
was really cool. But I would just say, Paul, like just like anything else at Disney, like just be right on there when it goes, because us DVC members love our free perks, right? And if something aligns with your trip, like you're gonna want to do it. But I highly recommend it. They are a blast. There's like free snacks, awesome entertainment at these things. I've not done one at Animal Kingdom, but I can only imagine how awesome it is. And I'm sure like the wait times will be low if you're trying to do some attractions and things. So definitely just be on there the moment it becomes available and have a great time at Animal Kingdom.
That's another question that I have too for tonight. And again, I don't know why nobody's calling in. Maybe I don't know if we're having trouble with the phone lines or if people are just busy. I know we got a lot going on this weekend. We got a lot of folks tuned in. Um, if you could bring back one of the free perks that has gone away over the last decade, like you only get one. You only get one because you have extra magic hours, you have Magical Express, you have fast passes that were free, 3 a person. Like which you only get to bring back one though. You got to really think that through. Like which one would you pick? And then the other ones are gone. Like you only get one and the other ones are wiped away. Like that's kind of a tough call because you
That
got to
is tough.
banish the other ones. Like
I'll tell you one I really liked, and I'd love if someone would call in or chime in if they've done this, because I don't know if we've had someone call in and say they've done this yet. Maybe Adam did when he stayed at Pop Century recently, but that was the resort airline check-in. Like I loved that more than Magical Express, honestly, where like on checkout day, I could just go down to my resort and just have my bags shipped, and then I can go to Magic Kingdom or whatever park I wanted to do and not worry about my bags. you know, that I mean, I know that kind of tied into Magical Express a little bit too, because then you come back, you take so like I guess you can almost call that Magical Express in a way, but I'm talking about that feature in particular. I just loved it. And it makes me so sad, Mike. We were talking about the Riviera just a minute ago. Like you you see that section in the Riviera, like it's like inside, like kind of over by Primo Piatto. You can see like the resort airline check-in. I was like, man, that was only used for like a month.
I know.
And it just breaks my heart. Like, oh, it bums me out. But I heard that Pop Century might be like testing that. Haven't you heard that?
Yeah, I mean, it was all the rage, right? I mean, remember that weekend? Like all of a sudden, just boom, it just like started happening. Like, guess what? They're doing this, and then it was like the value. And I get, as far as I know, it's still going on at
It's
the
still going on.
value.
Okay.
I
That
haven't
would be
heard that
great.
it's
That'd be
stopped.
great if that game. I just love that. Like I know our friend Wade kind of got burned by it because like they lost a bag once, but I mean that's just very rare, right? But like I don't know. Did you ever take a? I know you didn't fly a lot, like in your first few trips, but you started flying a lot. while that service was there. But did you ever use that? Did you like that?
Oh, we used it every trip. Yeah, I mean, once I was flying, yeah, it was great. I mean, I remember all the time because it's how you did it, right? I mean, your checkout morning, you just loaded up all the bags, took them down there, boom, they,
It was just so
tagged
great
them
to
up.
get to the airport and not have to worry about checking the bags. Like, because like MCO gets so crazy that at least on the Delta side, like, my gosh, we do have to get there at least 2 hours early because it takes forever just to check our bags there. So like that was such a great service.
Yeah, I agree because for me, the first time that I had to go through the reverse side of MCO without having that service, when I had to take an Uber over and then get dropped off there, and then like, here's your bag, sir. Now you got to get in that big old line and you got to actually go to the thing just like you did back at Lambert in St. Louis. And I was like, what? Like,
But this isn't magical.
you don't realize what a service that was.
It
until,
was it was clutch. It was so good.
super clutch. Yeah. So, I mean, if I honestly, I would do Magical Express. See, the fast passes though were like, again, this is why it's such
3 hours of extra magic hours.
I know, because I mean, it was in like, you tell somebody that started going to the parks like in the last 3 years that you got 3 hours at night. I mean, think about that at this, like, it's not that long ago, but it seems like 50 years ago at this point because there's only 24 hours in the day, right? Okay. So like, and that's not even operational hours. Like operational hours, like 12 hours, I guess, like on a good day. You got 3 hours like to extra at night.
Yeah, like Magic Kingdom would close at like 2 in the morning or something crazy like that. Like,
we were there till 3, like in July sometimes. Like
that's right, because the
3,
parks open to
you could stay
midnight.
open
Yeah.
till midnight and you could stay till 3. It was ridiculous. I mean, people are like, I know people that are new to this say you're lying. I know they do. And I'm telling you, I have pictures walking out at like 10 to 3 because we just couldn't take it anymore. It was truly magical because you would sacrifice the next day, obviously, because dude, you were getting back to your hotel at like 3:45. Like, I mean, you were toast, but those were some of my best memories. It was just one of those things like you just hung on because like it's like, what are we doing? Hey, we have a call.
But just think of the value of the 3 fast passes. Like, so like the Magic Express, yeah, there's value to that, right? Because you have to rent a car or do or just do like a Uber or whatever, like a ride share. But if you were like a family of 5 or 4 or whatever, and you were like staying for 6 days and you wanted to do Lightning Lane every day to get those 3, just think how much that costs versus you used to get that for free. You used to get 3 fast passes and book them in. Then you got the rolling forts and all that. Like, just think how much cost savings that would be like today compared to that, so much.
All right, we have a first call tonight. I think they're there. Who's joining us?
Hello, it's Jason from Celebration. How you guys doing?
Hey, the number 1 Miami Dolphins fan. They
We didn't
lose
lose today. Physically impossible. I love it.
Hey, the Lions didn't lose today either.
They cannot possibly hurt us today. So I'm excited about that.
I love that attitude. Raise your hand if your team's 4-0.
I'm raising my hand. Oh no, wait, we're 3-0. Oh, brutal.
That's right. You had a bye, didn't you? Already.
We did. Yeah. Yeah, those weird
works.
double bye. It's like a double bye year.
Yeah, it is.
It's interesting.
It's when Thanksgiving lands on Liz's birthday and when it lands on Mike's birthday. So those 2 years it's double buys because Thanksgiving is late in the year, so they give a
That's
double
how
buy.
it works. I had no idea how that works.
Yeah, it's those 2 years. So next year we'll be back to single buys.
You're some kind of wizard to know that. I had no idea because I looked at it like there's 2 buys this year.
It depends on where Thanksgiving lands.
Get one if you play week 0. I think you get 2 buys.
Oh, we didn't play week 0. We have 2
everyone gets 2 buys this year.
Yeah, because we have 2. Yeah.
Just this year. I'm saying like in general. I think if you.
If you played week 0 too, yeah, like in a normal year, yeah. Then you get 2 buys.
Yeah. Because we get one this week after this. Anyway, we're losing all the Disney fans. Like, why are you talking about buys and what? We talk about NSYNC or what's going on. So we had a lot. We've had a lot of conversations here, like what you're going to bring back. Snacks. You dropped. I think you had one in the chat. So drop some knowledge on us, Jason.
Okay, so snack-wise, if you're going to Food and Wine this year, the apple churro caramel mini sundae that you can get at Milled and Mold, which is the booth as you walk past Journey into Imagination. That was easily one of the best desserts that we've had at a festival, period. I mean, Yeah, Vern said she would get it again. We scarfed that thing down in like, I feel like it was like 20 seconds. It was like Joey Chestnut eating.
Well, if it's hot outside, you kind of have to too, though. But yes.
That too, yes. It also melted before we got a spot to eat it, but it was so good.
I need this, so I'm gonna be there. So for when I'm there for the Wine and Dine race weekend, that Thursday, the 23rd, I'm not making a dinner reservation. I plan on just doing food boots that night. So like
I thought
any
you were
tips
saying
you got,
I
like
just
I'd
plan
love
on
to hear.
doing you plan on doing ice cream.
Doing the churros.
Just
Oh,
ice cream.
man.
Just ice cream.
Nothing wrong with that.
I also like the it's in American Adventure. It's like a chocolate cake, and it has like I think it's like a chocolate like sauce on it. That's one of my favorite desserts too. I get one of those and then like a meat and potato dish at Food and Wine, and that's like my go-to combo. But haven't done that yet. But I think that might be the next time we go to Food and Wine.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because here's something I've thought about. I never check out America or, like in general for food because I'm always thinking I have to have the other countries when I'm at Epcot because, right, I mean, I'm in America, right? It's all the time. So I always skip because I'm like, oh, I can get a funnel cake at home. Like we have funnel cakes at all the fairs. We have fairs every weekend around us. They all have funnel cakes. And so I don't go to that funnel cake stand. And I just, we have a lot of Sugar Fire, the smokehouses and all that stuff. So I don't tend to stop and sample what they have, even at the festivals in America, because I tend to think, well, I don't want to wait. You only get so many meals when you're there. Well, I guess maybe because you guys get to go a little bit more often, but I'm always like, I got to have like, the frushi from Japan or something. I got to have something that's really a little bit more out there. But maybe like that cake sounds amazing. So maybe I got to, keep an eye on that kind of stuff because that sounds really good.
Oh, that's another thing I eat in like 2 seconds. But I also agree with you. I don't normally get like savory stuff at the America Pavilion because it's typically seafood, and I'm not the biggest seafood person. But also, like you said, I want to go to like the other countries and kind of try those out and see, what we're missing here.
Sounds good. Now, let me ask you as a local, because you're going to have a different slant on this. Of the perks that have gone away over the last decade, where would you or Vern, you might have differing opinions on this. I think she's back there. Where would you fall on this? Like, what would you bring back if you had to eliminate all the rest? You get one, but everything else is gone forever.
I feel like as a local, we'd want like the free 3 fast passes back, just because we can kind of middle of the day, we can kind of go on our phones, fiddle around and see if there's any good ones left or like what it's looking like. And we can kind of, plan a little quick trip to hit maybe a ride we don't go on that often. Like if, we see a random Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is there, we could go and get that and go do that, which is something we don't normally do because the line is just so long. So I think I would go with that. I feel like I know like the resort perks and stuff, like some of those coming back would be nice, but obviously as a local, we're not staying at resorts as often. So I think I would go with fast passes.
What's Vern say?
Vern said she wants more pass holder perks, which I also agree.
I agree with that.
I know the brand discounts are nice, and the magnets are cool, but it would be cool to have a couple more benefits to having an annual pass.
And there should be like a more of a rewards point or, like system, just like every other hotel chain has. Like, the more you stay, the more you accrue status and stuff like that. I mean, I wish there was something like that because they track us, they do.
And you kind of get to have a cruise line in a way, like you have like your platinum status, and then you get like a Apollo meal, credited to you, like I would love something like that at the World and Disneyland resorts.
Yeah.
It'd be nice for resorts. It'd be nice for annual pass holders just for scanning in and buying stuff and, being at the parks. That would be cool. But yeah, it's kind of weird that the resorts don't have some sort of system or status, and maybe you get some stuff kind of like in Disney Cruise Line. Like maybe you get something on your bed when you come in. Like when you check in, you get a nice little gift package or whatever. Like I wonder why they don't do that.
I mean, you got to look at it though, like where they probably haven't had to do it. You know, it's one of those things like people are going to come, they're going to fill the rooms, but you know, as competition gets greater, that's something I'm sure that they've probably discussed because, for example, like on Cruise Line, when a DVC member goes on a cruise, they put a little magnet on the door just to welcome you there. That magnet doesn't cost them very much, but you know what? It's a goodwill gesture. And so Walt Disney World could do that, you know, after you know, because they have they have that data on all of us. You know, they know that it's my 7th stay at Coronado Springs or it's my 10th stay in the last 5 years. You know, and it's not they're paying people, so they could throw something like Scott said, they could throw just something on the bed, you know, like a hat that cost them, you know, in bulk to print, you know, like $1. And that would the goodwill in that would go a mile. You know, I just think that with competition though, and I think that, you know, things are trending in that direction where they might have to be a little bit more creative to fill rooms. That's something that they might consider rather than like lowering rates. They might want to keep the rates really high and go, you know, throw some little goodies in that way. That's just like business sense to me, but I'm not really a businessman, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, even just like it doesn't even have to be that extravagant, like thrown in the room. Like if you put, I don't know, like a pin of the resort you're staying at, and I don't know, like a little gift basket with those little mini candies or something, I would be so excited getting into my room. I know parents, kids would be like, it doesn't have to be that big. It can just be something small, and that just kind of goes a long way.
I agree. Just it's recognition, right? I think we all just want to be recognized, whether it's at work or, you know, in the community. Just a lot of times just a thank you. You know, that's it doesn't even have to be much more than that, you know, even the tangible things. Scott, I mean, where do you fall?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I've been saying this for a while. Like all these other hotel chains do this like reward system, right? And I see what George is saying though. Like so many of us would be like platinum Walt Disney World status and already because like we go so much for run Disney races and things like that. Like how would you really identify like a platinum versus a a silver or whatever? Because so many return visitors right to Walt Disney World. But I would just love to see some type of perk or like maybe like a little coupon to get some, like a treat in the food court at the resort you're staying at or something, because that'll get you to go down there and like you'll probably end up spending more money,
Exactly, 100%. Yes, yeah, totally.
like have a tie-dye cheesecake on us tonight or during your stay, like I would love that.
I would be so excited if I got told that I got a free tie-dye cheesecake. I'd be through the moon.
Well, because you got to buy milk with it, you know, or something. You got to buy a Coke Zero. You know, it's like, well, you got me for the soda.
But then what's going to happen? Then you're going to end up buying like 3 extra ones because everyone in your family wants one too. So like, I mean, it's gonna
100%. You're in for $28 for that free tie-dye cheesecake.
Exactly. Like, surprised they haven't done that yet, honestly.
That's exactly right. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, Jason, thanks for the call. And for the Dolphins, turnaround starts next week every time.
It's a brand new season next week. Every week's a new season. Shout out to Ahmad Hardy, by the way.
He's a beast.
That's the ultimate pass holder perk right there.
Oh my gosh, he is
Missouri pass holder perk. Ahmad Hardy.
I didn't think I could love anybody as much as I love Cody Schrader, and I love Cody Schrader last year. But man, that guy is so small, but his legs are as big around as like my whole body, and he has heart. His heart is as big as his body. And I sit right by the field, and I am in awe of that kid. He will not go down. Our coach called him a dump truck, and that's exactly what he is. If he was coming at me, I'd just fall down. I'm like, dude, don't kill me. Like, just do not run me over, please. I do not want to be run over. So yes, shout out to Ahmad Hardy. Come on. I would love to speak with him, but he's a polite young man too. So I love that he's a good guy too. So I appreciate that.
That's awesome. All right, boys. I will see you later.
All right. Take care. See you, Vern. See you guys.
Track the game.
All right. Bye. All righty. That's Jason down in Florida, right outside the Magic Kingdom.
Right outside the Magic.
wish we were there. Shout out to Jody too. I hope Jody's doing okay tonight.
Jody, yeah, shout out to we got a lot of our Be Our Guest podcast lizards in the chat today. Jody, I've been texting her. She knows the gardeners are thinking about her. I know you, Mike, are too as well. Like,
her, dude. I
she
know.
took a bad injury running her 50K. My gosh.
Okay, there's just so many reasons why I'm never doing a 50K. Jody, that's another reason. I mean, I don't know how many Ks you're supposed to run, but 50's too many.
That's a lot of them, and I know she had to take care of some issues with that. She's going to miss Wine and Dine, which her and Tim will deeply be missed, but she's going to come back stronger than better.
I agree. It's
stronger than ever. I think I said stronger than better, stronger than ever. The words are hard sometimes.
We kill the English language here every Sunday night. That's just what we do. And
I'm so good. I speak I call it Scottish. No offense to like our Scottish friends, but like that's because that's my name. So when I butcher English, that's what I say. But I don't mean that I'm saying your language wrong. There's just a funny like inside joke we say in my family, like, oh, Scott's speaking Scottish again because he's making up words over here.
And there's actually a saying for like runners and athletes, like the comeback is something like it's awesome. But Jody, I can't remember exactly how.
Yeah, because we're bad with words.
Exactly, we're terrible. But like your victory is going to be amazing with this comeback, and we're all cheering you on. So it's going to be great. Let's see. Carolyn out on the West Coast says they allowed Anaheim residents to buy a ticket for 70 days for Disneyland's 70th anniversary. Nice perk for locals who don't have an annual pass. I agree. Now, Disneyland does do those real targeted for local kind of things where they're trying to fill up certain dates, which that's exactly what our Six Flags does here in St. Louis. Like when they see attendance is going to be low over a little bit, dude, bring in a can of Coke and you can buy a ticket for, $25. So I see that. Jason says like free refillable mugs after so many stays. That makes sense.
The soda doesn't cost them much.
I've heard there was a rumor forever that it's like Coke gives it to them for free. I don't know if that's true. I doubt that's true, but I know because when I ran the skating rink that we bought these big boxes of syrup and it was like dirt. Like we made almost pure profit on that stuff when we sold it. I mean, so it is, imagine the scale of Walt Disney World. It is practically free. All right, the phone number. So if you want to call in and get in on the conversation, 475-847-173. We have about 20 minutes left in the show. What perk would you bring back from the last decade or so if it meant all the other perks that have gone away are gone forever? We're talking fast passes, Magical Express, extra magic hours, and so forth. Annual pass holder perks that have gone away. What would you bring back? And it means all the rest of them are gone. What snacks do you enjoy over at Epcot from Friday's show? We could talk about that. So, Scott, what
years
else
ago? This is well before I was a DVC member. They used to give like an annual pass with your DVC membership. Like, how could you imagine if they did that today? That would be so wild.
And so I knew they did that, but did you get a new one every year? I think you did, right? Like, did you just get it like on your purchase of your first contract, or did you get one? Was it like something that renewed every year?
I think it renewed every year. Like I'm just so like on the newer side, I would say, of the DVC. Like that was like way in the early days, but I think it just renewed every year, and then eventually they're just like, okay, that's going away. But then they would every now and then like do like a cool ticket. Like I've even seen this, and since I've been a member, where you can buy like a 4-day ticket, like one park per day or whatever, and it would be like so cheap. And like, man, they need to do that more because a lot of DVC members just they love the resorts, right? It's kind of like why you buy into it. Like I love the villa. I love cooking in my room, like all that family bonding. But sometimes we don't have the annual pass. But if you could give us like a nice like 5-day ticket offer or something, but I don't know. They know Disney knows what they're doing, right? They're gonna make money. They know how their DVC members travel and all that, so they probably know like, okay, it's better not to give them that perk because they're gonna spend it anyway and we're gonna make money. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, well, here we got to call someone grab this real quick. But
it's just wild to me that used to be like part of the DVC membership. It's just crazy.
I agree. I mean, it got people in, but I mean, yeah, if you did that now, but they would be swamped because that would be such a sweet deal.
Could you imagine how much the cost per point would be insane though to buy it?
Imagine what an AP cost back then to what an AP costs now. Like it's probably 10 times as much. All right. Next caller's on the line. Who's joining us?
Yeah, it's Billy.
Hey, Billy. Thanks for calling in, buddy. What's going on?
Not too much. Just listening in and seeing what perk I would like to bring back. my first thought was Magical Express because just about everybody uses it, or I used to use it all the time when I could. But I think probably for me it would be the extra magic hours late at night.
See, I'm sitting here. I hear Billy. Here's the deal. Like I was Magical Express when I first said this. When I just came out of my mouth, I'm like, "Oh, Magical Express." And then, like throughout the last 10 minutes, I'm sitting here like Jason's talking and Scott's talking. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, "Okay, well, Magical Express is awesome. Like I love Magical Express. It was so beautiful because you drop your bags at Lambert, like they show up in your room. It was a wonderful. But I'm like, okay, if I could just suck it up and take an Uber, once I get on property, then that part is over. Now I'm talking 3 fast passes a day for like a week for free. I'm saving a lot of money. Like I love the old fast pass system. So maybe do I enjoy that for an entire week rather than that 45 minutes to an hour on Magical Express? Do I get the fast passes better? And then I started thinking, man, I had a good time at those 3-hour evening extra magic hours, like, 4 or 5 times during my trip. And sometimes I go in the morning for an hour in the morning. So then that's maybe like a 7 or 8 hour perk throughout my trip. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, God, I don't even know how I'm going to answer this by the end of the show because I have I seriously between those 3, I don't know. So you're saying extra magic hours. It's tough.
Well, here's my thought on it was, it is a lot cooler, like say 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning than it is, middle of the day.
I agree with that.
You could wake up a lot later and head over to the parks or skip out and come back and stay all night.
I agree. So how often did you stay back in the day, say past midnight in the summer? And do you have like memories of that, where the park, say Magic Kingdom, was sparsely populated and got to run around like crazy?
Oh yeah. Every time that it was an opportunity, that's what I was doing. So, I used it as much as I could. My kids though were at the age where like the most important thing to them was watching movies at the pool at the resort. So I would be like, "Hey, Magic Kingdom's open till 1 o'clock," and they're like, "Yeah, but we need to see Lion King back at the pool at the resort." And I'm like, "All right, do whatever you're gonna do, but I'm gonna be riding rides."
Like we can do that at home.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes that's what you got to say though in the middle of a trip. Sometimes, right? You're like, all right, I can do this because next week I'm going to be so sad that I'm not doing this. So sometimes
Right.
like, yeah, let's just go do it. Let's go crazy.
That was always my thing, but they were adamant about watching those movies in the pool. So.
Nothing against that though, because I mean, I see families out there, laid out on that AstroTurf grass at Coronado Springs, under the Grand Destino Tower, and they are making memories, right? I mean, because in the real world, a lot of times we just don't take the time to do things like that, right? Everybody's going this way and that way to practices and wherever, and they're sitting there, they're actually watching a movie that they do have sitting at home, they can watch on Disney Plus or whatever, and I appreciate that, but I also get what you're saying, like. You're at Walt Disney World. You have when because back in the day you did have the opportunity. Now a lot of times the parks are closed, so that is the thing to do. They've replaced it instead of augmented it like they did back then.
Yeah, true. That is true. I mean, because obviously it takes more manpower to keep the parks open till 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So but I make the most of it while I'm there. So
agreed. So what about snacks? For you over at Epcot?
Oh, what about the snacks?
Yeah,
let me see. I just listened to that podcast just this morning. Pretzel bread was the pretzel bread pudding was the first thing that popped in my head. I don't know if you call it a snack, but the avocado margarita over at La Cava.
There we go.
As long as it's after 10 a.m., that's a snack.
I have road dropped that place.
I have too on Cinco de Mayo. Yes.
So always a good time. I'm not a small guy. I like snacks, so I don't usually find ones I don't like. So festival wise, I don't know if it's back this year, but the the griddle cheese is really good if you ever get a chance to get that. And I believe that's over. It's trying to remember. It is by Morocco, like in between Morocco and Japan. But it's really good for food and wine.
So that's like a kind of like a grilled cheese type thing.
It's not. There's no bread on it. It is cheese, and I believe it has pistachios and honey on top of it. They put it on the griddle. It's melted. It is super good.
Let's go. I'm about to buy a plane ticket.
You're right.
Forget the bread. That just takes up space.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, it is awesome.
Oh man, this is why I love
Oh,
doing stuff like this, because I had no idea that was a thing, and now everybody else is like, "Yeah, I'm stopping there."
Yeah, I don't know if they're bringing them back this year, but the peanut butter and jelly wings that they had last year at I forget what the name of it is, but peanut butter and jelly wings. Don't know if they're back, but if they are, they were definitely worth it.
Yes. Was that the place over by Test Track? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's just
stand.
It's like an ESPN. Was like a sports thing too, like a sports booth, I think.
That was a few years ago, I think.
Okay.
Smoker or something. Yeah, that was good. I love that booth.
But yeah, it's the same place you get the pickle milkshake.
Yeah. I didn't try that.
I did not either, but
people did.
People did. People seem to like it.
They did. But I think if you're going to buy it, you're probably going to, I think you're skewing that you're going to like it, whether you do or not. That's just my philosophy on that, but who knows?
I'm gonna stick with the avocado margarita.
I'm with you.
It's green.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's called the Brewing Lab at the Odyssey Building. It's the Muppets.
Right.
There you go. Vern and Jason for the save.
And Andrea did it at the same time. Everyone was chiming in.
And Mark also had it. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we had everybody jumping.
Everyone knows about these wings apparently. Well, I feel like I gotta try these.
Yeah, everybody's there is no PB&J wings this year. What?
Oh, I guess I'm not trying them this year.
That stinks. Oh well. Make them at home.
All right. Well, thanks for taking my calls, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Wait, as soon as we can, man. Appreciate you, Billy.
Hope to see you, Billy.
Good to talk to you.
All right.
You take care. See you, Billy.
You guys too.
All right. Bye-bye.
So fun story about Billy that people might not know. On the Be Our Guest podcast, we hung out with Billy quite a bit, like in the adult entertainment, like the fun game shows and stuff. Cruise. What did I say?
You just said
Be Our Guest podcast. On the cruise. And I don't know if anyone ever played like Crazy Quest, but that game can be kind of wild and funny. So we had a little group of us, and one of the things was like, I need 3 belts connected or whatever. And me, Mike, and Billy, like boom, we just assemble those belts in like 3.2 seconds. I don't know how we did it, but we got the top point, I'll say, for that round. I
mean, if there's a competition, look out, man. It was
yeah. Billy came through because he had a tattoo that none of us had too, so we got to show. I remember, Mike, you just like dragged him up to the stage because you were like our spokesperson. You just dragged Billy up, like, look at the tattoo.
Billy's tattooed. Let's go, Billy. Show it.
Quest is fun. I like playing Quest. It's a fun
I
game.
do too. That's one of the most fun things. It is, and the thing is, on Disney Cruise Line, tame.
Yes.
Royal
Other
Caribbean,
cruise lines,
not tame. It's not.
Yes, it's a lot more calm on Disney Cruise Line, no doubt.
Yes, it's safe. You're safe there. I mean, there's no kids in there, thank goodness. But yeah, we're good. All right, 407-584-7173. We can probably sneak in a couple more calls by the top of the hour. We got about 7 minutes to the top of the hour, and love taking those calls. So yeah, it is tough to say though, because Billy was making some good points. I mean, you really do. Those extra magic hours they did feel magical, especially, and he made the argument that in the summertime, especially if you're down there like June, July, August, I mean, it did change your philosophy on touring the parks. Like you would just be like, I don't need to go in the afternoon. I'm just gonna.
And you might not need those 3 fast passes because you can do all that stuff at night when the crowds are lower.
Yeah, I mean, because I know like we would stay in the pool and like think about it, you almost got like was almost like 2 days in one. Because like we would go to maybe like Typhoon Lagoon from 10 in the morning till 4, have dinner, and like we'd jump into the park like at the beginning of Spectral Magic. Like seriously,
It's
like
a tiring day though. It's a long day.
but we take a nap at some point. Like we would
Okay.
jump in, take it. Like I would. The girls would usually swim back at Pop because we were always at Pop back then. But and I don't know how they did it, but you know, we'd jump in like around the beginning of Spectral Magic, right as it was getting dark, watch Spectro, fireworks, and stay till 3. So we'd be in there for like 5 or 6 hours, but they're the 5 or 6 best hours of the day at the park. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Now I don't know
So
what I
good.
would pick. I think I'm throwing out Magical Express now. Because like if you can suck it, it was so good, but if you could suck it up and just ride an Uber over, like that's over. Then man, I don't know what I would do. I feel so and I'm not usually wishy-washy, but man, that's a tough call. Like because
tough.
if you're banishing the others, the and the value of fast passes now, like what you see, like the one is the cost of lightning lanes. Okay, so that's going to hit you in the pocketbook, and you know money's tight nowadays when you got a kid going to college and all that stuff. So like I don't buy them a lot of times. Plus, two, back in the day, you didn't have to think about them. Like now, it's like such a demand on like your cognitive. You're always thinking about it all the time. Like it was stress free. It's like, oh, okay, I just want to run back to Toy Story, grab a couple, push the button, come back here. I kind of like that system. I don't know. That was me.
No, it was a good system. No, I miss it too. The Legacy Fast Pass, I wasn't around very much for that, maybe like 3 or 4 years. But dang, it was great. That was so nice. Oh man. But I did like the 3 Fast Pass pluses though, because like you could, if you were staying on site, you could book it 60 days in advance, which is that's still challenging for me sometimes, like booking things like that early. And remember when dining was 180 days? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like,
and they were
it's like a Run Disney race. Okay, like 6 months from now, like I don't know what I'm doing.
100%. And I remember they weren't even called ADRs back. This is how long I've been doing it. They weren't called ADRs back then. They were called PSs. They were called priority seatings.
Look at that.
That was crazy. Yeah, but no, you're exactly right. I mean, you tell anybody else that's not into the Disney thing, like, oh, dude, I got to make my ADRs at 60 days. They're like, you know where you're going to be eating at 60 days? I'm like, no, it used to be 6 months. Like, what kind of insanity? Like, what are you smoking? Like,
and some of those you had to get, like, all right, I'm booking Cinderella's Royal Table. Like, it's July. I'm going to book it for Christmas.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's 102 degrees outside. Yeah, I've got to figure out where I'm going for Christmas Eve.
And it's how that's how July and December always works, right? You're either like you're sweating at home booking your Christmas dinner, or it's Christmas time and you're booking like what am I going to do on 4th of July? Like it just didn't make sense.
I mean,
but if you had to do it, if you wanted one of those, like if you wanted your princess daughter to go eat with the princesses, you had to be there at 180 days.
Which is why I think, because we got to wrap here because we're getting to the top of the hour, but the Disney fandom draws in a certain kind of person. I've said this to Pam a lot, right? Because she enjoys the trips, but she doesn't like listen to the podcast. She doesn't, like read the vlogs, watch the vlogs. She doesn't listen to our show, stuff like that. But I try to explain to her, like like everybody hangs out in the Discord and, how we all, I said, these are my people. Like, these are my online friends. Like, we all can joke about things. We all get it. We all are kind of like the same, because there's only a certain kind of person that enjoys this kind of, not even enjoys it, but understands how it works. Like, because there's going to be the bulk of the population that is just like, forget it. Like there's nothing I'm going to do 6 months in advance. Like, I think that is true. I think it's because they just check out and they're just like,
you're like, you would have been like, for me, I know some people are different, but like you're booking your dining before you book your airfare, which is so wild.
I mean, I don't book airfare. I'm terrible about it. Like I haven't even booked my hotel for Marathon Weekend, but I haven't booked. I have booked airfare for Disney. No, yes, I did book airfare for Disneyland. I haven't booked it for World. So I booked it for California, but not for World.
Is there a race at Disneyland? I thought they're done with the races.
No, it's the last one.
I thought this last one was. Oh, okay.
No, this one coming up is.
Okay.
But yeah, I should probably book my hotel for Marathon Weekend.
Probably.
I mean, I always end up at Coronado. There's lots of rooms there, so I'm pretty
Dude,
good.
Coronado is such a great hotel. I mean, it's a great
Pop's
resort.
sold out. Yeah, so I'm not going to
Mhm.
Pop. Pop's gone. That's how it usually works. I'm always like, I'll just stay at Pop this year again, and then I always wait. Nope, Coronado. That's how I've ended up there. But I'm like, it's cool. I like Coronado. It's fine. It's good. It works fine.
That's how you always end up at Coronado for Run Disney. That's
how I
great.
always pay just a little bit more because I don't book on because I'm always like, I'll do it today. Then I get working for everybody else. By the end of the night, I'm like, God, I'm just too tired. I won't mess with it. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow was like, well, it was July now. And now it's like it's October. I should probably do it.
We better remember this. Like I'm gonna message you midweek next week and be like, hey, have you booked that marathon weekend hotel?
Everything just got even more complicated this past week.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, I should have done it before Friday. That'll be fine. All right, so we're going to put a wrap on this one, but let's continue the conversation over in the clubhouse as this hits the feed on Thursday. This will be something that can carry on over into the weekend. So what perk would you bring back if you could? Meaning all the other ones are off the table. No further discussion on those. Let's have that conversation. Scotty G, big show. Thanks for joining us, and love having these podcasts on Sunday nights with you.
I love the Sunday nights. I think people were busy this Sunday though, but that's okay. We heard from Jason and Billy, had some questions in the chat, so always a great time chatting with you on Sunday nights.
Yeah, lots of folks tuned in. Just a lot of folks didn't call in.
That's okay. They must enjoy listening to us talk. Maybe we had a good conversation going.
A lot of
that's what we'll think.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, we are going to and shout out to Matt down in Springfield, Missouri from the 3028 ZOU to you down there in the Ozarks. Yes, like to see that. Big
good
game.
Friend.
We got to talk about Hardy tonight. I like that. A little football talk. All right, jumping out of here. Don't forget our show is always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, brought to you by the best folks out there to help you plan your next Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line vacation for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. It's one extra click that supports the show throughout the year. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the all-stars that keep us on the air. You're our all-Americans, even the folks that are not in our country. You're the all-world supporters. You make it happen. So really a serious thank you to each and every one of you. You can support us just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week. It's called Mike in the Midwest. It was a doozy this morning. So come on over. It's patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You can give us a follow on the social media. I'm at BeOurGuestMike on Instagram, X.com, and Threads. Scott is in the same places, but check him out at Epscott, EPSCOT. But again, top of the show, I told you, here's where you need to go. Must See Adventures over on YouTube. Scott, what's happening on the channel this week?
Yeah, so we're going back in time again, like 7 months back in time, where we went on a Disney cruise on the Disney Wish. But this is our pre-embarkation day. So we're hanging out at Coronado Springs. So if you want to see some Coronado, some French Quarter, a meal at Topolino's Terrace, come check it out. Some great footage of Walt Disney World. Then next week, we'll be boarding the beautiful Disney Wish. Come check it out.
But you did not have an aft-facing dance floor veranda?
Not on that one. Not on the Wish. No.
People are going to get confused. Like you were just.
It's confusing, right?
People are like, wait, what?
Because I have a room tour of the aft-facing veranda dance floor out there that you can watch. That's on the Dream, but this one's going to be the Wish. Soon enough, we're going to have our summer trip where we're on the Magic. Like, everyone's going to be confused, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be awesome. So like and subscribe. Check it out. We have a lot of fun on that channel.
What do you call those like shorts? The must see.
I called it a must see moment.
Must see moment. I like those. Those are sharp. You need to do more of those.
Thanks. All right, I'll keep that in mind because I tried to do this as like something like recent, something relevant, because I know I got such a backlog and it's like a shorter video. So yeah, I'll try to do more must see moments. That's good.
I like those a lot. All right, check it out. Must See Adventures. Like and subscribe this week over on YouTube. All right, don't forget the Clubhouse is where we all hang out, free for everybody. It's our Discord server, man. It's a great community. We have a blast over there, but it's just amazing. Coming over, join the crowd, BeOurGuestPodcast.com/clubhouse, and we'll get together again next Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and talk some Disney. So we'll see you here. All right, you guys have a great week. So for Scotty G up in Michigan, I'm Mike here in Missouri. Have a great week. Stay safe. stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. All righty. That was a good one.
That was good. Yeah, a lot of people viewing, just people just enjoying listening to us talk, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good. It's fine. I mean, it was working. I mean, it was.
The calls worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do the rest of the night? You've already had your Taco Bell and.
Yeah, right at my Taco Bell. Dude, they changed the name of the tacos and it went up like $3. Like it was that 90s menu is such a scam
Actually we've gone twice because of it. Like I haven't been to Taco Bell in like a decade, but
paying more because I used to get the double stack tacos. Now they're double decker tacos, which they're a little bit better, but they're almost exactly the same. And I've been getting a chili cheese burrito for the last 10 years. Like I don't know why, like it just wasn't on the menu, but now it is. And my order went from like $13 to $16 now. I'm like, what? I know. So they're really the same food. I'm like, dude.
But Liz loves that double decker taco from back in the day. So we've been twice in the last 2 weeks. Like that's unheard of for us.
They're good. I know. I had 2 tonight. They are super good. Couple mild sauce on the top.
Nice. Liz is making a homemade chicken noodle soup. So excited for that.
Oh, dude. So and it's raining there. Perfect.
I know. It's gonna be good. Makes good like lunch the next day too, because I've been boycotting our work cafeteria like for like over a month now, and like I'm running out of options. So like we need to start bringing lunch a little bit more. So like that's the hack for this week. So
I needed to get cooler here so we can get out the crock pot and make chili, not a potluck, so we can make.
Well, Liz asked if we should do chili. I'm like, it's not cold enough yet.
Yeah, it's not cold enough.
Wait a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. It's rainy out today, so it's like it's trying, but it's still, it's 71. Like it needs to get cool. It's almost October. I mean, we're around we're getting close. Like it's teasing, but I love going upstairs and getting some chili after, like, because I could hold off for that maybe.
It's nice. Yeah.
Now we move for chili. All right. Well, I'll cut you loose, buddy. I'll talk to you.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good night, Mike. Have a good night, everyone. See you later.
I'll see you guys. Bye.